to it. Dame Dallas, what's good?
What's poppin', man?
You know, man, I'm excited to have you on. I've been trying to get you live from the bubble. I've been harassing you. You know,
Man, you ain't been harassing me, man.
Nah, yo, Dame, I've been borderline harassing. Yo, Dame, we gotta, cause you killing the bubble. You going crazy. I need that. You know, this is a daily show. I need that right on time. You know, Dame dropped 61. I want it that night. Like, yo, what's
Right.
going on?
Yeah.
How you feel? What's popping?
Right.
How you doing, Dame Dallas?
I'm straight, man. What's going on with you? You on vacation?
Yo, well, I just got back from vacation. You don't want to hear these movies. Like, I mean, we was yesterday, and we on the Global 650. This is the best plane you could get on. Motherfuckers start going fast and go, whoom, stop. And he goes, we have a problem. And Callie get up because I'm terrified.
Right.
But Callie, he even worse than me. So he get up, what do you mean we got a problem? He ain't trying to hear shit.
Right.
So he's like, you know, we're going to take it to the mechanic. He was like, oh, no, we not. This is a wrap. So we wound up staying in the Bahamas. And shout out to everybody, the one and only, they beautiful. They took care of us. It ain't nothing wrong with being stranded in Bahamas in the water and all that. But this morning I wake up and I hear a little voice. As soon as I open my eyes, I hear my daughter say, Dad, Dad. So I'm like, look out the window. It's a tropical storm. I'm like, fuck, no. Like, yo, I thought we was never getting out of there.
Man, you gonna have me traumatized listening to this shit.
Nah, I'm just saying, no. We came safe. Vista Jets, great airline, whatever, you know. I mean, we had a great time, but we went through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some stressful stuff. How you feeling right now, health-wise?
I'm good, man. I dislocated my finger in the playoffs against the Lakers, and then I came back and hurt my knee 1 or 2 games later, but I'm straight now. I mean, I took my couple weeks off.
You are on the court.
Yeah, I've been training on the court for like 2.5 months now, so I'm straight. I'm all the way good.
Damn, yo, Dame, let me tell you something about you, man. I need to know, where did you get this confidence from to pull up from anywhere and take that shot?
Man, I've been doing that for a long time. So I think it just comes down to how often I work on it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got so many reps at something over all these summers, during the season, after practice, before practice, and you just doing it over and over, it becomes like an efficient shot. So I mean, I didn't just got comfortable with it because I shoot that shit so much, like in my own time. And like I started working on it even harder in the last 3 years because of how I get defended now. Like sometimes that's the best look that I'm gonna get sometimes. So I gotta be able to knock that down.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Dogg is in the comments.
Yes, sir. Let me see.
Yo, Snoop, you killed that shit, that Mike Tyson fight, baby.
Yeah, he did.
You killed that shit. And yo,
yeah, he did.
Nate Robinson, my brother, damn, man. You know, he put out he was going to do it for the NBA.
Yeah.
And thought about, like how you felt when you seen your comrade go down.
I mean, obviously, you pulling for him. You know what I'm saying? Being a former NBA player, you pulling for him. You respect him getting in the ring. Because I'm a big boxing fan. Like outside of hoop, boxing like my favorite sport. So I pay close attention to the sport. I know how dangerous it is. And I think, if anything, that just showed people, that your respect for fighters should be through the roof because it's a brutal sport. And, anything can happen. I think once he knew he was signed up to fight, he accepted the fact that, either I could come out with my hand raised or I could lose on the cards or I could get knocked out. I mean, that's part of the sport. So I think to the world, everybody going to clown him. Everybody going to say what they got to say. But to a fan of the sport, they know that once you get in the ring, anything can happen. So it is what it is, man. You know, I'm just happy that he healthy.
Man, I'm happy he got up. You know, I
Yeah.
love. He got a lot of heart. The other guy, Jake Paul, he looked like he was ready. He looked like
Yeah.
he really, you know, he really had that length. I think Nate would have won a street fight. I would have slammed him, body slammed him or some shit. But,
I mean, if he could have dipped him, it would have been a different thing. But I mean, that ain't boxing. So
Mike Tyson, did it feel like the good old days when you was a kid and your pops and your moms was getting ready for a Mike Tyson fight? Did it feel like that? It felt like that to me.
it's like that. When I started getting into boxing, it was when my family was having big fight parties and shit like that, and it was Mike Tyson fights, and they only lasted. You know, the undercard was what it was, and then it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But you know, I mean, just his aura, man, like that's Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like when he came out, I was just like, he came out, you know, he don't got no robe, no nothing. He had his little beanie cap on his head. But I just love how he didn't, you know, brought himself back. You know, he was on top of the world, and you know, then he came down, and then he didn't manage to find himself. And I think now, if he fight, you know, he can make close to what he made back in the day, just because people just how enamored they are and how in love they are with him.
Amazing to me, right? Like, so I follow everybody from young to old people. And I'm on my story. Everybody watched that fight, though. Like, I mean, from young to old, I seen the OGs having fight parties.
Yeah.
I seen the young cats. Everybody tuned into that thing. That was like, I'm sure they broke a record or something.
No, it was a major event, and I think what people really sleep on is like he fought Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just pull somebody in there like, oh, I mean, he fought Roy Jones as somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a major fight. Yeah.
You know, Roy Jones up to beat me up one day.
I seen you tell the story before.
That motherfucker pulled up on me, man.
Right.
I didn't want him to let him go on me.
Right.
Roy Jones beat heavyweight champs and all that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a real thing. I mean, you got two legends in the ring, so I mean, I'm sure they did break some kind of record.
What was it like working with Melo? And I've never heard Melo big up another player like you when he said you was a true leader and you was really for the whole team. What was it like playing with living legend Carmelo Anthony?
Man, I loved it because, you know, as an NBA player and even before I got in the league, you know, because of how I was brought up and being from Oakland, I wasn't taught to, you know, look up to the people who's the most popular, you know what I'm saying, or the most well-known. It was like, you know what I'm saying, you got to watch how people move, watch how they speak and what they say, and watch their behavior and how they act, you know, in certain situations. So before I played with Melo, I always respected and had love for him because of how I observed him to be from afar. On top of how great he is as a player. So when he came to our team, I was excited, you know, but I was more happy with, you know, the type of dude that I figured out he is. You know what I'm saying? You hear people talk about, you know, that he's a bad teammate and he's selfish and he's this and he's that, and you don't know for yourself. So once I got up on him for myself and I was in the locker room with him, in every city we go to, we going to dinner and we kicking it and we watching film together and we on text and we just, you know, in practice, me and him standing on the side chopping it up. The more I got to know him, I'm like, man, I got even more love and respect for him because of the type of dude that he's been able to be, and you know, to keep his ways about him even through all the superstardom and being a future Hall of Famer and all that. So that was my biggest takeaway, being in the locker room with him. It was like, obviously the court is the court. You know, he gonna make big shots. He gonna have that respect factor. But I mean, the type of dude he is I got nothing but respect for Mel.
He came up at a time where it was more about a one-man show. And I don't name those guys like Steph Marbury or AI,
Yeah.
you know, Stevie Francis,
Yeah.
Melo. They came up at a time where they were the guys on the team, and people wanted them to score 50 every night,
Right.
fill in the blanks.
Right.
And if the only problem is Kobe was like that too. The only problem was if you don't win the chip, then they come back and look at you as you selfish.
You gonna get the blame.
Yeah, I mean, what player you think you modeled your game after coming up?
I wouldn't say I modeled my game after nobody really, because I just liked a lot of guards. You know what I'm saying? I loved Nick Van Exel and Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, Stephon Marbury, AI. Like, all them was my kind of guards. Gilbert Arenas. Like, I loved everything about them. And they was also the ones that was never like super, super highly praised other than AI. But it was just like the mentality, the game they had, and they was all like neighborhood type guards to me. You know what I'm saying? So like in my neighborhood, it was like I felt the connection to them, and I felt like they represented us. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, if I had to say somebody, I would say AI, because he just had that. He reminded me of somebody that could have been from my neighborhood for real. Like, and he didn't, regardless of how big he got, how much love or respect he got, he was like, man, I'm gonna be me, and that's the end of it.
You know,
So
he's one of my best friends. You know, I'm gonna say AI was the closest thing to Tupac Shakur. Real shit. And the
no,
reason
I can see that. I can see that.
every game that AI had, say AI at its prime had a game in Portland tomorrow, 2 nights. There'd be a party with 10,000 dudes with AI jerseys, all the biggest in the world. AI, the Braves, like I've seen parties in Miami, New York, everywhere, where he would sell out like if the #1 rapper was performing that night, and it was just everybody, the toughest guys in the world, with the AI jersey. And no one has really had that effect to me, you know, as a ball player. So that's why I call him like the closest thing to Tupac.
No, I agree with that. You know, and I don't think nobody ever came close to that. And I think a lot of it is because of like what I just said. People feel a connection to him. Like, it's like he's a superstar basketball player, but he ain't too far removed from like us. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people felt that way. Like, they didn't feel like they was on his jock by wearing his jersey, or kind of like, you feel me, like trying to do what he did. I don't think nobody felt that way because they felt his energy. You know what I mean?
Man, let me tell you, man, and I asked that, man, nice AI came to New York, hung out, got drunk, and we stood in our boys' apartment in the South Bronx tenement with drop Phantoms, Rolls Royces outside the front door. Stanley, what's up? My young boy, my nephew, Cat Stanley, he just made it from Duke. He made it to Indiana.
Yes,
Congratulations.
congrats, bruh.
What was that bubble like, Damon? Was it harder playing in the bubble, or you rather play with your fans?
Me personally, I'd rather play with fans, but I mean, I understand why we can't. You know what I'm saying? It's more important things than what us wanting to play in front of fans. But I think, to me personally, the bubble was way easier because it was just like, it was really no distractions. We didn't have to travel after games. Like, shit, we was leaving the arena sometimes 10, 11 o'clock after a game, and we would go right back to the hotel, and they had cold pools set up at the pool for us, and we just get our recovery in right after the game. They had food laid out for us, and we go up to our room, lay down. I mean, everything was laid out. It wasn't no plane after, bus to the hotel, check into a room, get situated. It was none of that. It was just like boom, boom, get up the next morning, practice, all in one spot. So like our bodies was recovering faster. We was more rested. I mean, it was way easier to me. I think that's why you saw a lot of people just killing like that, for real.
Let me tell you something. Let's go back to the AI. You and him have in common something you might not know. You know, blew my mind. Blew my mind. I was out there in the All-Star weekend, and you came out to perform. AI got crucified for trying to rap in his day.
Yeah.
NBA actually brought you on to perform. You want to say what's up? Holla. Don't just walk up. Come and say what's up to Damian Lillard, man. Come on, man. I know you got a fresh cut and everything. The man.
Yo, homie, you good?
What's good?
Yeah.
Everything blessed. Congrats on everything.
Appreciate it, bro. You're going to have to put me on one of your next joints, man.
Ah, there you go. There you go, boy.
Put me on something. Put me on something, man.
Yeah,
we got to cook something up.
Yeah,
Put me in the game. Put me in the game, coach.
Listen, 2021, we back in the studio. Let's do something.
It's good.
Put that shit out there right away.
Yeah, let's do it.
What you do?
See what you get when you come on the big Did anything possible, Dave?
We got to do that, man.
When AI was working on his album, I was behind the scenes with him in the studio every day. And he kicking some gangster shit. You know, they wasn't ready for it. But the NBA, that was a historical move them put on, because they don't want you to be with rappers. They don't want What was like performing at the All-Star? I was there. I was standing in the crowd watching you perform.
Yeah. No, it was cool, man, because I actually got hurt the night before All-Star in Memphis. I got hurt. And I was like, man, I don't know how to look with me being injured and I'm not playing in the game. And you know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to be up here rapping and moving around the stage. And they was the ones that was like, we think it'd actually be cool that you can't perform as Damian Lillard, but you can still perform as Dame Dollar. So they was really the ones that was like, we think you should really still do it. And I think that just speaks to like the growth of the league. You know, at first I think the NBA was probably trying to deny the culture a little bit of like, you know, what we actually come from and what our interests are. You know what I'm saying? Like the tall tees and baggy jeans and do-rags and all that, they was trying to keep it clean, you know, and not have all that stuff be a part of it. And I think now they just starting to embrace it because they know like that's what people want. So
David Stern, you know, he used to rock the TS piece, the TS chain at the Rucker.
Terror Squad join them.
But this commissioner, Adam Silver, the great commissioner, man. Like,
he is.
I had to co-sign it through him for you to move on there.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like I said, I think, you know, Adam Silver's come in and he's being about the players. You know, he know that the league goes as the players go. And the more that fans can have access to us and learn us and get the real version of us, the league becomes more powerful. And, you know, obviously it's a business. You want to generate money. You want to make money. And that's what people are going to pay for. They're not going to pay for the corny, phony, you know, watered down stuff. They want the real thing. So, I mean, I think he's doing a great job of providing that.
You know, real touchy subject, Black Lives Matter, racial tension, for white people to get involved, right?
Yeah.
It's almost damn if they do, damn if they don't. If they mad at them for doing it, if they don't, we get mad at them for not doing it.
Right.
This league stood firm with everybody.
Yeah.
And they rolled out with you guys, man. They you know, they are to be commended for supporting the Black Lives Matter movement and all that. And you as a player, did you feel like they had your back?
No, I did. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm one of the most skeptical people ever. Like, I'm skeptical of everything. So when we first decided, like, okay, we're gonna go play, I was like, well, what is this about? You know, like, are they committing to support the movement? Because if we don't go play, how billions of dollars could be lost? Like, when we get here, are they putting Black Lives Matter on the court to appease us? Are they making all these T-shirts and all this gear to appease us? That was my first thought. And it's kind of like what you just said, damn if you do, damn if you don't. I'm like, damn, I'm already thinking negative about it, you know what I'm saying, before we even get into it. But I think just the fact that they took that type of stand and stood with us. You know, it was similar to like I went and marched out here in Portland. You know what I'm saying? And when I went out there, I'm thinking it's gonna be all black people. You know, we're gonna march together, we're gonna stand together. And when I got out there, it was 50-50 split. It was like half black, half white. And I'm like, I mean, it's a great thing that we got this many people that are not black and, you know, probably not directly affected by these things out here supporting like that. And I think the bubble was like, I walked away viewing it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have easily been like, all right, we're gonna be in a bubble and we're just gonna steer clear of that subject and we're gonna try to bring something positive. They could have went a completely different route. So I respect, you know, the fact that they stood up for us, and I think it was in line with what the NBA has been doing in recent years as far as like standing with the players.
No, I love it. I love it. And basketball is my life. You know what I'm saying? My life is music and basketball. You know, as a fan, coaching street basketball, you know, I live basketball is everything to me. So I appreciate that they had your back and they were there every step of the way. I'm very proud of the NBA and how they stood up for everybody. Let me ask you a question. Who's your arch nemesis? Who do you dread playing? And meaning, who you like, holy shit, I got to go up against this guy. I got to play all this defense. And the next day you sore as hell. You don't want to get out the bed because this guy won't stop coming.
I mean, if I had to say I had an arch nemesis, it'd probably be Russ, because me and Russ, when we play against each other, we going after each other. Like it's been that way every time we play since I've been in the NBA. 8 straight years of just like me and him go at each other, but I mean, it's respect off the court. Like we solid, we cool off the court, but once we play it, I just feel like we going after each other every time. Like it don't matter beginning of the season, middle of the season, end of the season, like no matter what it is, we going after each other. Like, so I would say him, but it's nobody in the league where I dread playing against. You know what I'm saying? The only time where I'm like, damn, is if it's like we playing 3 games in 4 nights and we on the road and we play Indiana one night, then we play Minnesota, and then, or we play Indiana, then we get a break, and then we play Minnesota, and then we got to go to, you know, I don't know, Brooklyn. Say we got to go to Brooklyn, and we end in the 3 and 4 nights, and it was Kyrie or something.
I'm very tight with Mike Bibby, and he would complain to me, be like, yo, I hate playing Steph. He's just so strong. You know, I know I'm going to play. Several players have always told me, yo, there's one player, you know, Al Harrington, that one time he had to check Yao Ming. And Joe, I couldn't get off the bed the next day.
Right.
And by mistake, his knees hitting the back of my back. And he was like, yo, I couldn't get out the bed for practicing. You know, that's the reference of
if I had to say one, I would say probably Steph, because he just don't stop moving. Like when you play against Steph, it's not even like when he has the ball, it's when he don't have the ball. He just running all over the place. They screening for him. And it's like it's a heavy workload when you're playing against him, because he don't stop moving. He'll make any shot. He'll shoot any shot. It's like, damn.
picks.
Yeah, man.
4 picks. How you going to stay with this guy and then he going to shoot from anywhere?
And he going to shoot it fast as hell. He going to catch it and it's going to be gone. So all he needs is a little space. Draymond setting illegal screens. Like, that's the one where I be like, damn, you know, the night before where you like, man, I'm about to have to chase him around. Like, he could get hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just.
And then after you chase him around, you got to, you know, it's Dame time. I
got to do something back.
Over. You got to, that game-winning shot.
Which one?
Hit several of them, but you know which one I'm talking about, that big game.
Okay, see?
Yes. You wanted the ball bad. You wanted to take that shot. What was that like?
I mean, once we got the ball back and it was a tie game and I knew we was gonna get the last shot, I was like, I'm not gonna force nothing to the rim and end up somebody hit my arm or I lose the ball or something and the referee's not gonna decide the game. So I mean, I just got to a comfortable spot and I was like, you know, he backed off me a little bit. I was like, I'm about to just raise from right here. Like
You prefer a deep shot over like going to? You think you have a better chance shooting a three from a distance than going up for a layup at the basket? Your
it
odds.
depends.
You prefer your odds shooting the three from the other side of earth.
It depends on the situation. Like some games I can get to the rim easy on certain defenses. Like if they don't have good help side defense or if they don't have a real rim protector, then I might challenge them at the rim and put the pressure on the referee and like really think that I could finish. But if I've been making jumpers like in that OKC series and in that game, I was hitting deep threes the whole game. So at that point, I was like, I had it rolling. I was like, it don't matter where I shoot from. If I can get a clean look, it's going in. So
Shoot at the basket seems like extra bigger when you on a roll. Like I've heard players say the shit just going in. Like you just is.
nah, it for sure get bigger. The basket look way bigger when you making shots and the ball feel better. That's what's crazy. Like the ball feel better in your hands when you get rolling. That shit crazy, man.
I mean, you made moves this year. Shout out to your man CJ.
Yes, sir.
1-2 punch, deadly. You
It's
guys.
my boy. It's my boy.
No, he busy. He ain't no punk, man.
At all.
No, he a dog. He get busy. He get busy. I see y'all picked up Covington. What's
Yep.
your expectations of Covington?
I mean, I expect him to be himself. You know what I'm saying? I think we known for performing offensively. Like we don't have an issue scoring the ball, putting points on the board. Where we've struggled at is just getting stops. Sometimes we defend hard, we don't come up with rebounds. We use energy for an entire possession and don't get the ball. Then we got to guard again, and we don't get the ball. So like I think we put ourselves in them type of positions too much. And our defensive rating ended up being low. But I think when you add somebody like him to the equation, he's a great perimeter defender, good length and size, get a lot of deflections and steals, and he's an underrated shot blocker. Like to be a wing, he's usually at the rim blocking shots. So I think it's something that is complementary, to the team that we bringing back.
Here, Dan, you're looking amazing. This is your time. Everybody has a time, right? I remember Derek Jeter, who's my favorite baseball player. I was at a Yankee game, and he hit a home run, and 60,000 people, tell him to lower it. 60,000 people were jumping up and down, and me, I was jumping up and down. And I remember me looking at the crowd, and shout out Erica Ford. I'm looking at the crowd, and everybody's going crazy. And Derek, and I said, he's just a player in the game, and that he retire are still gonna come here and cheer for the next Derek, and they're gonna be Yankee fans. Like, so why I say that to you is we've seen somebody kill before. We just said AI, we just said Steph Marbury. With this league, if you don't win a championship, you'll just be one of the other guys.
Right.
What are you doing to win a championship? And I don't mean just individually, because you leave it all on the court.
Right.
But as a team, do you think you have a chance to win a championship?
I think we got a chance. And I think being able to hold together like the culture of your team, I think is big in the league because there's so many like ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? You go through bad stretches, you have your great stretches, but I think like the demeanor of your team and like how together your team is, Like you look at a team like Miami, nobody came into the season last year saying they're gonna be in the finals. Everybody was like, oh, Toronto, Milwaukee, the Lakers, the Clippers. It was like they wasn't even in the discussion. But like they're a team that come in shape, they play together, they unselfish, they defend, you know what I'm saying? They do their job, they hold each other accountable, and like you end up where you end up when you got all that shit going for you. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're not supposed to, or people might not see it. And I think our team, we got that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Where we together, there's no question, regardless if we get our ass blew out, or if we blow somebody out, or if somebody come off the bench and have 40, and I have a low scoring game, CJ have a low scoring game, our team is like, we the same. We come to practice the same. We gonna talk in the locker room the same. So like, that's something that's on our side. I think it's a matter of us just being able to sustain that every single night and getting in a position where it's like, all right, now not only are we together, we won games based on who we are and how we do shit. So now we going into the postseason confident, like this shit work. Like we that team. If they're gonna beat us, they're gonna have to take it from us. And you get in the postseason and we got the players to get it done. Like I averaged 30 last year. CJ averaged 23 last year. Melo is a future Hall of Famer. You see what he did in the bubble. Like in the big moments, like you're gonna need somebody like Melo that's been there, done that, and he believe the other team gonna respect somebody like Melo. I feel like a top 5 center like Nurk can score on the block, he can pass, he's a good rim protector. Then you add Covington, Derrick Jones Jr., Rodney Hood, Gary Trent, Enes Kanter, backup 5. That's a quality backup 5.
Great.
And if it all fall into place and we do what we supposed to do, we can do it. Like I really feel like we can do it. And I think like you said, like if you don't win a chip, everybody will be like, oh, he didn't win it. He was great, but he didn't win it. And I'm like, I talked to Melo about it. I'm like, bruh, I was telling you to come here 3 years ago. When you was in OKC in Houston, you should have been came. Me and him always talk about it. But I tell him, like, you're not going to play with nobody like me that, like, of course I want to win it for me, but I want my legacy and I want my shit to be tied to yours because you're going to have a great comeback story because you was on the couch. They was trying to play you. And you came back, we welcomed you, and like I want to see you. You're gonna be a Hall of Famer, but I want to see you have your ring too. And I'm gonna get to be a part of that story. You know what I'm saying? So like all that stuff count to me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we got the makeup to get it done. It's just a matter of like how committed we gonna be to that. You know what I'm saying? Like what do it really mean to us?
Mm-hmm. And I never get the lyric right, but it's in one of Jay-Z's first songs where he said, you know, if one of us fall, each other be each other's crutches. And it's always been my philosophy where I want to help my brothers, not wanting nothing back, no money back, no nothing like that. But hopefully one day if I need your help, you can pick me up.
Yeah.
That has always been a Fat Joe strategy. You know what I mean? That's how I look at life.
Yeah.
When it comes to the rap game, what are you trying to do with this rap career?
Man, I always did music. Like before I even knew I was gonna be an NBA player, I was doing mixtapes. And when I was in high school, me and all my partners, we used to warm up at our high school basketball games to our own songs. Like, so I've been doing music. And then when I got to college, I mean, I was in my junior year before I was on like a mock draft. I was in my 3rd year in school. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And every summer I was doing mixtapes and doing all that. So I always like fuck with music heavy, like as a listener, like I always like wrote music, you know what I'm saying? So that's just part of it. It ain't like I just got to the league and was like, all right, I'm about to try to just start rapping. Like I always did it. So once I got to the league, I just was like, I'm gonna establish myself, you know, for the reason that I'm here. And I'm gonna make room for, you know, the other stuff that I'm passionate about, like music.
Ball player rappers don't get to the violence, because boy, you caught that beef with Shaq. I'd have been really worried for you with the diesel on the physical. Have you ever seen Shaq in real life?
Yeah.
That motherfucker big as hell.
Yeah, I know. Did you listen to him?
Yeah, listen to Shaq, man. Let me
No,
tell
I'm
you,
saying, did you listen to when our songs was going back and forth?
he sent me your song, and he sent me his. You know, Shaq a hip hop fan, man. He's been a fan since day one, and he loved this shit for what it really is, just the music. So,
Same.
you know that's crazy. But your top 5 favorite rappers of all time, who would that be?
My top 5 of all time, I'm a Pac, my favorite of all time. Like, I'm a huge Pac fan. I'm gonna say Pac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne,
Mm.
Pac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Wayne, and I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with for that 5th spot. I think I'm gonna go with Nas. I like Nas. I'm a huge Nas fan, but I listen to a lot of rap. So like growing up, if I had to do this growing up, I would have probably, I don't know, I would
I'm
probably said Andre 3000 or something, huh?
Buddy, who would be your top 5 rappers right now? Young
Right
cats.
now, right
Young
now.
right now, young cats.
You mean young, like
I mean, young.
not like Kendrick and them?
Wait, the Roddy Riches, you know.
Oh, the young ones, I would say Lil Baby, Roddy Ricch. I don't want to miss nobody that I really like. I like Rod Wave a lot. Rod Wave, a lot of people don't be on to it like that, but I think Rod Wave in there for sure. So
Hey, that's my man. You know, I love a big boy style. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You fall on that stage, he got his ass right back up, man.
yeah, he did.
That's a
I'll
fact
say
right there. I got
Roddy Ricch,
back
Lil
up.
Baby, Rod Wave, the Baby, and YBN, well, Corday.
Oh, Corday's he's a spitter.
Yeah,
That's my
that's my
guy.
style for sure.
He's a spitter. To me, I love them all. I don't think nobody on that Roddy Rich. Nobody. I don't think nobody touched that album this year. Like
Roddy Ricch.
yeah, I think he should have been nominated for Grammys and all that.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch hard.
You know, and right behind him, I would have said, unfortunately, Pop Smoke passed away.
Yeah, I like Pop Smoke too. It just wasn't a lot of material. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard a lot of material from him, but I did fuck with his album heavy though.
Yeah, his album surprised you actually, right?
It most certainly surprised me
And then when you heard the whole shit, you was like,
because
oh,
I just heard the one song was going. It was everywhere. Some of the songs, and then when we was in the bubble, like 3 of the young dudes on the team was just playing that shit over and over and over, and I could hear it coming out their room, and I'd be walking down the hallway. So I went in my room and was like, man, let me listen to this. And the next day at practice, I was like, man, I had it in my AirPods. Like, okay,
yeah, that shit happened.
actually go.
You know, I thought the song was cute. You know what I'm saying? I met him. God bless the dead. Rest in peace, he was a gentleman, great kid. And then I'm walking in my store up in NYC, and they was playing that shit to death, that album when it came out. And I was like, yo, I was listening to, so she wanna mess with the whoa.
Yeah,
I was like,
oh, yeah, that's hard.
yeah, he was a big thing. Like, I was like, holy shit, he was a superstar.
Oh yeah, somebody said Lil Durk too. I mess with Lil Durk too.
You know,
Dirk.
Dirk. He honorary mention. Know what I'm saying?
Dirk.
Uh, favorite. I don't want to say your favorite ball player five at the time, but your favorite 5 point guards
My favorite
of
5
all
point
time.
guards. I'm gonna go. You consider AI a point guard?
Yeah, he's a 2. He
He
cursed
played
me
the
out one
2,
time.
but he was okay. So I'm gonna say
He's a point.
AI.
So I put AI one time, and he literally, I put him up as a 2. I mean, as a point guard, and he literally called me up like, "Yo, you know I'm a 2, man. You know I ain't no point guard, but
Nah, I'm gonna say
you got
with AI included. I'm gonna say AI, Nick Van Exel, Gilbert Arenas, um, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, and Gary Payton.
the glove, boy." And he's
I gotta put Steve Francis in there too as a slash Steve Francis as my 5th because I love Steve Francis.
Steve Francis, Casino Mobley. Those are my guys. They come up when I come up. They was giving guys the business out there, you know. And the glove, he's still crazy. Like I see him on
I
ESPN.
know he is. He from Oakland, man. Hey,
Um, let me ask you something. Your top 5 playing now point
playing right now.
playing right now in the league.
Me, Steph, Russ, Kyrie. I'm trying to think of all the point guards before I say my 5th.
You got Trey Young. You got John Morant. You got Donovan Mitchell.
He ain't a point guard.
What is it, 2?
Yeah, he's a 2.
All right.
I'm gonna say me, Steph, Russ, Luka Doncic,
Woo! Look at the
and
point guard.
either one.
You
He
got
played a 1. Me, Steph, Russ, Luka, and Kyrie Irving.
Let me explain something to you about this Luka dude. That white boy cold his eyes, man. That motherfucker cold his eyes, boy.
Hey,
Yo,
you ain't lying at all. He cold.
I said, oh no. Oh no, he the truth for real.
No, he the truth. He the truth. You can't. Anybody that say he ain't, man, they hate.
Nah, he the truth. Who should we have our eyes on coming in this rookie draft? Do you know any of these guys who's in? Who do you think gonna be explosive this year? You don't know
I
yet?
don't know. I don't really know none of them. I know a kid. I know one kid in the draft, Peyton Pritchard. He from West Lynn, Oregon, the city I live in. He was in high school when I first got here. He got drafted in the first round to the Celtics. I don't know how much he'll play for them, but the one player that I think is going to be the best one is LaMelo Ball. I think Melo Ball the truth.
I think Melo Ball's the truth too.
Yeah, I think he the truth, man.
Could have got him, but he went too early. I think in the East we gotta really watch this youth. They got Vernon from Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Homeboy Gordon Hayward.
No, I think they doing good just with LaMelo. They got Gordon Hayward over there with them. They got the
Kid from Duke, the center, Vernon.
I know, and they got a 4-man already from Carolina the year before. So they got some young talent in the East like that. You know, that lower half of the East is gonna be there for them. So I think they're gonna be straight.
Yeah, they excited. Yo, Dame, man, thanks for checking in with us, man. God bless. Can't wait till December 22nd.
It's up. It's up.
You can shoot them shits from the other side of the moon. Like, I know if I was coaching you at the Rucker, I'd be losing my mind when you shoot some shit for the other.
Hey man, I shoot it at a high clip though, man. I shoot it at a high clip, man.
Let me tell you something, my brother, man. I enjoyed this talk with you, man. Shout out my girl Charlene connecting us because
Yes,
I've been
sir.
asking you for a couple of months now for you to get on
Man,
here.
I've been trying to do it, but you be hitting me the same day, like, man, what's up tonight? I'm like, man,
You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm corrupt. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody in the bubble, nobody's like allowed to talk. I'm like, fuck that. I want breaking news. I want Dame Lillard from the bubble.
no, I don't do a lot of planning myself. I usually just, you know what I'm saying? I just go how it go for me. So, but just them times you was coming with, I was like, bro, I can't do it tonight.
You know, if I was in Portland, man, I'd be up in them sneaker spots heavy.
Yeah, I feel like I done seen some sneaker closet stuff you did or something, man.
Yeah. That's my shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tell Khaled, man. Tell Khaled I'm gonna hold him to it.
Stay up, my brother, man. Thanks for coming on the big show.
All right, for sure. Peace. Appreciate you, bro.